Hello everybody and welcome to What's New with Insightly, our summer 2016 edition that lets you know all of the new features that Insightly has recently produced. My name is Alyssa Andrade and I'm very happy to be giving this presentation to enlighten you all about these new features. Just to let you know, here's a couple pieces of contact information in order to access our online resources or connect with us. Just want to let you know a little bit about how you can stay informed going forward with all of the different product releases and new features that we're offering. What you can do is sign up for product news and blog posts, and this is available by going to insightly.com/product-news. In addition, we have an Insightly Help Center, which is going to allow you to get the answers that you need fast by simply typing in keywords of different features, such as I want to know more about pipelines or I want to know more about tags. Specifically, we have a section of our Help Center related to product updates. This is going to let you know about all of the features that are currently in development as well as those that we have recently released. So here's a look at the features that I'm going to be covering today. It's broken up into the major features that we are offering, the lead assignment rules, and the upgrade to the Mailchimp integration, as well as major improvements that you can see at the bottom of the list. What we'll be doing is covering each feature one by one. Just to let you know, lead assignment rules is only for professional and enterprise plans, and the Mailchimp integration is only available to paid users. All right, let's get started. So this is a little bit about our lead assignment rules. The basis of this new feature is that you're able to now improve the speed and accuracy of your entire sales process. The way that this works is that the lead assignment rules automates the process of assigning leads as they are added to Insightly. Specifically, you're able to go ahead and select the method of entry, so how the lead is going into the system, whether it's coming from a web form, it's manually getting entered, or it's being added through the API. Next, you'll be selecting what type of criteria Insightly should be recognizing in order to assign it to the appropriate person. Selecting criteria such as geography, rating, size, or additional. And then determining who is the appropriate responsible user to be assigned this lead. Is it going to be one individual? Is it going to be a team? Or should these leads be assigned in some sort of a round-robin fashion? So again, to note, this lead assignment rules feature is only available for professional and enterprise plans. So let's take a look in Insightly. In order to get lead assignment rules set up, what you're going to want to do is, as an admin, go into your profile icon and down into system settings. From there, you're going to go on over to the lead assignment rules section. Just to let you know, I'm going to be going through a very high-level overview. We have a more in-depth, on-demand webinar available in our Insightly Help Center that specifically focuses all on lead assignment rules. To get this set up, we're going to go ahead and press Add Rule at the top right. Enter a name for the rule that summarizes the criteria that you'll be entering. It should be easy to glance at and immediately understand what the rule implies so that you can edit or verify. In this example, we're assigning leads according to the state or province in their mailing address, so we're going to be calling it Assigned by Region. Next, select the method of entry in which the rule will apply to. These are the ways that your leads are being entered into the CRM. Your options are API, when leads are created automatically from sources outside of Insightly through our actual API. Web to lead form, when leads are added from a form from Insightly generated web form that you've placed on your website, specifically set up here in Web to Lead. Or when leads are manually added. So leads entered by one of your users through your web browser or by the Insightly mobile app, such as a scanned business card, are focused on manually added leads. This also includes copied leads or contacts that are changed to leads. So what you could do is you could apply the same rule to more than one entry method. or you can select one. I'm going to select manually added leads. Go ahead and save. So just to let you know, even if you add a new rule and activate a setting for manually added leads, even if you already have a rule for manually added leads, and let's go back to this page to see, this one specifically here, high value leads, had originally manually input selected, but because I've just created a new rule, it basically overrided that situation. Next, what we need to do is add rule criteria for the rule to work. This is where you tell Insightly which data to look at for whom to assign the matching leads to, such as I want all leads that come from San Francisco and Los Angeles to be assigned to sales rep Dan. So what we're going to do is press this pencil button, which is going to allow us to edit this criteria. Next, you press this Add Criteria button, and we're going to choose a filter, and it's going to be city. We're going to choose equal to, and then we're going to choose San Francisco. Go ahead and add another filter row if you want to add additional material. Lastly, what we're going to do is assign who should actually receive this lead once it gets entered into the system. In our case, again, we're going to set it up for Dan. You can either select a team or select individual users. If multiple users on a team are selected, lead distribution will occur in round-robin fashion, meaning that it's going to go in more of a random order. Now, once we go ahead and save the lead, the rule is now set up pretty easily. Again, you can go ahead and set up these rules for each barrier of entry: API, web to lead, or manual input. So let's go ahead and test this out. I'm going to go into leads. I'm going to create a new lead and actually put the user responsible as myself. So let's go ahead and say Ashley Smith here. And when I actually save this lead, because I'm putting the city of San Francisco, it's going to go ahead and change over this lead to Dan. So let's go ahead and save it. And I'll just go ahead and go into leads and go back into Ashley. And now I can see that the user responsible is actually set up for Dan. So that's pretty much how lead assignment rules can be utilized for easy setup. The next section that we're going to look at in this feature is called Mailchimp Integration V2. So we originally had the capabilities to go ahead and allow your contacts from Mailchimp to be exported and imported into the system. But now we also offer this ability and support leads. We offer standard and custom field mapping. And also there's a new tab that's going to let you see activities as far as email campaigns and subscribe status of your contacts and leads. Again, this is only for paid plans. Once back in here in Insightly, what you can now do is actually select a group of leads, go to More, and then press Export to Mailchimp. If any of these actual people have email addresses, it's going to allow you to select which list to send them to. And then it's going to ask you if you want to map any fields from the leads into a field in Mailchimp, so that you'll just select everything and match it up accordingly. Lastly, once a lead is already in the system, you're going to be able to click on the lead, click the Mailchimp icon, and then populating on this screen will say if this particular person is in any specific list. You can see that this particular lead is in 2 lists. It'll also show you the number of campaigns sent, the average open rate, and the average click rate. Once you start sending campaigns, each campaign will be listed under here in list order. All right, the next updated feature that we have is the ability to go ahead and delete a converted lead, which is going to allow you to free up record space, and also changing contacts into leads. We noticed that there were quite a few people who were actually and accidentally sometimes adding leads into the contact section. The difference between leads and contacts is that leads should be available and used for any sales prospects, while contacts should be used like an online Rolodex to house information about people who you have more established relationships with, such as your customers, both past or present, any partners, investors, or vendors. So let's see how to delete a contact and change a contact into a lead. Once here in Leads, you can go ahead and go to the Filtered menu and go to Filtered Leads, and then you can select the appropriate records that you'd like to actually delete. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the ones below. Press the trash can. It's going to notify me that these leads will no longer be available, and they've disappeared. Likewise, if I go into a contact, I select a contact, such as Amy here, I can go ahead and go into the Actions menu and then press Change Contact to Lead. This is going to bring over any tasks, emails, events, notes, and files associated with the contact into the new lead, but note that any links that the contact currently has will not be carried over. Those links will be deleted and broken. I'm going to go ahead and press Save, and now this information is present on my screen. The next updated feature is the ability to go ahead and clone a custom field and then map the information together. The reason why this is beneficial is so that when you're converting either a lead into an opportunity, contact, or organization, or a opportunity into a project, information from the first record, such as a lead, will then be carried over into the second record that is created, such as the opportunity. Let's go ahead and see this in real time. So in order to get this set up, what we're going to do is go into System Settings and first take a look at all of the custom fields. So inside of Leads, we have a couple of different custom fields, such as product line, company size, subscription plan, etc. Now, if there's a specific custom field, such as interested product or services, that I also want to be copied over into the opportunity section, what I'm going to do is press this button on the far right that says Copy Custom Field. I'm then going to go ahead and take it from this drop-down menu and put it into the Opportunity Custom Fields so that it has the appropriate place to be cloned over to. If I go ahead and press Copy Custom Field and I go over into Opportunities, at the bottom will be the newly created field that we've just copied over. So once you have the fields copied in two places, whether it's, again, leads and opportunities or first in leads and contacts, now we can go ahead and set up lead field mapping. So I'm going to press lead field mapping. On this page, it tells me if I want to map fields from a lead to opportunities, or if I want to map fields from lead to contact, or if I want to map fields from lead to organization. In our case right now, we're going to focus specifically on lead to opportunity custom field mapping. Remember, we just created a new interested product or service field inside of opportunities. So what we'll do is from this drop-down menu is choose that opportunity custom field. Now that everything lines up correctly, I'm going to go ahead and press Save Custom Field Mapping, and we'll see how this works. So I'll go into a lead. I'm going to filter for open. We're going to go into Ashley Prince here, and we're going to fill in some information, specifically products or services. So I'm going to say that this person is interested in a basic subscription and press Save. Now, when I go through the process of converting the lead and creating the new opportunity, the new contact, and potentially a new organization, I'm going to press Save. And on this page, because I mapped the lead custom field to the opportunity custom field, and I got that all set up inside of System Settings, notice that basic subscription, this piece of information came through under the appropriate mapped field. So you can map as many fields as you'd like that you set up. All right, the next feature here is the ability to add custom fields into web forms. So now you have the ability to capture everything you need to know about your customers and prospects by adding custom fields to both the web to lead form or the web to contact form. To get this set up, you'll go into System Settings, go over either into Web to Lead or Web to Contact. In this case, I'll choose Web to Lead. Press Enable Web to Lead, and then choose the lead settings that are appropriate. Most importantly, when you press Create HTML for your website, you can now select not only standard fields that Insightly offers, but also the custom fields that you've previously asked for. I'm going to choose the one that we've been working with, Interested Products and Services. Now, once you're ready, you take this HTML code and copy it to your website so that it could appear on your website and any sales prospects could start utilizing it, entering their information, and then getting auto-populated as a lead in your system. Note that if you do use a web to lead form, they will automatically get a tag that says web lead on them. The next feature update is the ability to clone opportunities in projects. I won't jump over to my demo screen for this one, as I have two great screenshots that show exactly how you can do this. Basically, from within an opportunity or a project, you can select the Actions menu and then choose Clone this opportunity or Clone this project from the drop-down menu. It's going to clone a replica of the exact information from the opportunity or project so that you could use it as a template for something new that you're working on. Next is working with activity sets. Two new updates that we have here is the ability to clone an activity set or apply it in bulk. For anybody who's not familiar with what an activity set is, basically it's a templated set of workflows, meaning if I know that every time I need to follow up with somebody, I want to have a 1-week follow-up task as well as a 30-day check-in and a 90-day check-in, I would set this up under activity sets. So we'll go ahead and see this in the demo. Here in System Settings, what you're going to want to do is go here into the Activity Sets section. You can see I have a few different activity sets here, and if I had one in particular, this Assist and Build Out, I'm going to go ahead and press the Edit button to look at the information. Now, if I want to keep the first two tasks but change the third, instead of needing to rebuild all of this, what I could do is actually press the button here on the right that says Clone Activity Set. I'm going to go ahead and choose another name. So Assist Team Member in Build Out, because this one is going to be slightly different from the other activity set that I've created. Now, if I go ahead and press Edit, I can see the same tasks as originally shown, but now I'm going to make some edits. I'm going to say that Draw Outline for Team and Get Approval is going to be a new task, and I'm going to give myself a little bit more leeway here. Now I have the exact same activity set with one update, and I could use either activity set going forward if I wanted to. The way that you could apply an activity set is either in conjunction with a pipeline, or if I go into, let's say, an opportunity here, and I select an opportunity, I can go to my Actions dropdown, press Add Activity Set to Opportunity, and select that activity set, or again, the bulk task list that I have, and apply it automatically. So now those tasks are listed here in my task management system. The other benefit you have is to actually apply activity sets in bulk. So let's say I had an activity set which was a follow-up series. What I could do now is actually select all of these leads. I can go ahead and press the Add Activity Set section and then select my follow-up series. So by pressing the Add Activity Set to Leads button, all 5 of these tasks will automatically get applied to all 3 leads at the same time, hopefully saving you a lot of time from needing to do this action manually. The next feature that we've created is the automatic task and event shift. So if you're familiar with utilizing milestones in projects, if the date of a milestone changes, then you could actually update all subsequent tasks and events as well as other milestones based on this change. It could be in the terms of an amount of days between the task, an event, or milestone. So let's go ahead and see this now. So what I'll do here from the projects page is actually open a project and set up a milestone. So let's set up the first stage as account review due at the end of the month. So after we set up the milestone, we're going to go ahead and create a task and apply it to that milestone. So this is build account. That's my task. It's due maybe 2 days before the milestone due date. And at the bottom where it says related to, I'm going to choose stage 1. Next, I'm going to create one more milestone, and it's going to be stage 2, which is an account review. That one's going to be due a month later. And I'm going to create one additional task that falls under this milestone. So this is account review, set up meeting for account review. There we go. And this is going to be due a few days before, about the Monday. Scroll down, apply this task to milestone 2. So everything is built out. You can build as many tasks and milestones as you'd like, but basically it gives you a timeline to work with when you're working in projects. So right now we have the first milestone that's due at the end of the month and the second that's due at the end of September. Now, if we wanted to change the due date of the first milestone, let's say we're going to go back a month. Everything is delayed. We're going to make the first milestone due 1 month out. What we could do here is actually shift all future milestones and related tasks. So I want my milestones to be shifted backwards as well as the due dates of the tasks. Once I press Save Milestone, you'll note that now this first milestone is due now September 30th, and the second one is due October 30th. So everything was shifted basically a month out. The tasks' due dates were also shifted as well. Now the next feature that I want to display is actually a feature that everybody will have to utilize in order to set up your email. So what you're going to want to see here is that under your user settings account, you'll go into email accounts and you'll want to select the appropriate email option so that you can make sure you can send emails out of Insightly on behalf of your email provider. What this allows you to do is keep the sent message not only in Insightly, but also available in the sent messages section of your actual email provider. Lastly, we have an Outlook app that is available that allows you to easily save emails, create new contacts, and do more. This is now available for Outlook 2016 users, so you can download that and get more information from our Help Center, which is available at support.insight.ly. In addition, here is a new feature that is called the Recycle Bin. What this is going to allow you to do is easily recover deleted records for up to 30 days. So every section in Insightly now has a recycle bin so that you can easily see the records that you've recently deleted and either restore them or permanently delete them. Here in Insightly, I'm in the Contact section. What I'm going to do is actually scroll on over to the right-hand side of the page and click on Recycle Bin. All of the records that I've recently deleted are listed here, and what I could do is actually select a few and press Restore Items. It's telling me a notification that this restore is in process, and if I go back into my Contact section and search for Amy Salcedo, that's actually going to populate in just a moment. Also on this recycle bin, while we're waiting for these to restore, I can look at my deleted items as well as anybody in the system's deleted items as well. So you can see exactly who deleted them here in this column. If I go into Contacts and I search for Amy, let me go ahead and do this search. There we go. What should happen is Amy should now repopulate as well as her tags and any information that was populated with her contact record beforehand. The last feature here is our mobile app task reminders. So now when you're using your mobile device and you're setting up a task, you now have highlighted here in red a new reminder section just like you do on the web app, making it even easier to take Insightly on the go. The reminder can be set up with the appropriate date and time in which you'd like the reminder to be sent to you via email. If you do not have our mobile app just yet, you can go ahead and go over to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store on your mobile device and get it set up. You'll just be prompted to log in once it's downloaded. In addition, here is our Insightly Help Center link again, support.insight.ly. We highly encourage you to do any searches on features that you're unfamiliar with, post questions in the community for Insightly experts to go ahead and answer for you, look at any feature requests or document them there, view videos and on-demand tutorials, and keep up to date with our product updates. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day.